Hi there, everyone. Happy Monday. Is that an actual thing? Can you say Happy Monday? Is that a contradiction? All right, I am streaming today. Let's see. I'm on Twitter, QT3. You can find things that I write at quarterto3.com. Can't necessarily say you'll enjoy reading them. There's a lot of stuff there. And what else? Oh, my Patreon campaign at patreon.com/TomChick. Be much obliged if you just take a peek at that. You don't have to support it. Just go look. Make up your mind when you check it out. All right, we're streaming today. Nier. So, is it like tomato or is it like automatic? Nier Automata. Nier 2. There was actually another Nier. And before Niers, there were Draken Guards. Did you guys know that? Because I didn't until Wikipedia taught me. This is the latest in a series that began with Draken Guard. Who even played that? Alright, why am I streaming Nier? Well, a couple of reasons. I am playing this. I had a string of big, long, open world, deeply involved RPGs that I wanted to cover. I did a little poll on the forum, basically just asking people, hey, which of these are your favorite? And ranked on how they came in, I ordered them in that order. So I got Horizon Zero Dawn out of the way. Now I'm doing Nier, so there's some overlap here. After that, Persona, and then Mass Effect Andromeda. And I forgot to get Torment Phenomena in there, so I'll just have to stealth that in there somewhere. So, I don't know how far into this I am. It is kind of dispiriting. Well, this is the one here. Actually, that's not that many. I've only got a handful of weapons, but I've got 10% of them in the world, and I'm thinking of myself as being kind of early in this game. So, let's see, why am I playing Nier? Alright, I want to tell you a quick little story while Is the sound balance okay? So you guys are hearing some lovely music, right? This wouldn't work with my streaming software. So you guys are just looking at my desktop. Oh, good lord. Seriously? When did that uninvert? You're just looking at my desktop. I don't know why this doesn't work with OBS, which is something. It's what I use for streaming. And I couldn't get it to work. And I don't know why. I don't know. Why doesn't everything work with everything? When did that go to... It should never be anything other than that. Alright, I think now we're set. Oh, also a quick reminder, at 7 p.m. Pacific, in a little under an hour, I will be doing a drawing to determine what gets streamed on Wednesday. So if you've got something you'd like to see me stream, just type into the chat channel, I vote for, and the name of the game, and the inimitable Mr. Chris Marquack, who's taking notes. Chris, you're there, right? Who's taking notes for me. Is Chris there? Yes, Chris is there. We'll jot it down into a Word document, and then we'll go over there and have randomresult.com. Oh, yeah, you guys can see my desktop right here. You can see what I'm doing. Determine the number. We'll have a neutral observer from the Washington Post to make sure everything's free and fair. Yeah, so Persona 5, a good friend of mine who actually knows my taste pretty well, kind of tried to wave me off of it, which makes me want to play it even more. Now, if you're worried about Nier spoilers, I am kind of... I think of myself as kind of early in this. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. So, this might be a spoiler. Like, here's the resistance camp where you start out. I'm guessing the whole word. So if I zoom out... This isn't really a spoiler. It's early. If I zoom out, like, here's the amount of the world that I've basically unfogged. This is just a bunch of desert out here. I don't know if there are more worlds like this, if this is the whole shebang. I don't know if there's a bunch of stuff out here that I just don't know the existence of yet. Don't really have a sense for how big the world is or how far into the game I am. And furthermore, Chris Hornbostel says this is the brownest game he's seen in a long time. Right? Since Quake. Yeah? So yeah, one of the things that I was told about this game, and I'm not quite sure what to make of this, is that, and he tried to avoid spoilers, is that when you play it, and get to the end, you're supposed to play it again. Now, I'm not entirely sure how that works or why that works or how important that is. A lot of what's going on in Nier, I don't understand. And that's kind of to its credit. After dealing with Horizon Zero Dawn, which was just familiar to the point of I mean, everything in Horizon Zero Dawn I'd seen before, right? And that's not necessarily a ding, because some of it was very well done. I play this, and it's partly because it's a JRPG, and it does things that I have no idea what it's doing, or where it's going, or why it's doing that, or what it's trying to create with showing me these things. It is wonderfully confusing, and I'm kind of enjoying that. All right, so let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's set up a quest. I want to do a quest rather than like push the main storyline. And here's another thing. When I go to my quests, I don't know which of these is the main storyline because it doesn't have a big old label, main storyline. Most games do that, right? Because they know that you might want to faff about for a little bit. You might not want to progress the plot. Nier doesn't work that way. I don't know which of these is going to progress the plot. I have an inkling which one, but I'm not entirely sure. So what I'm going to do right now is just muck around with some of the side missions and then hang out with you guys on the chat channel. Corky says the palette reminds him of the original Game Boy. Corky, I don't think I'm going to be able to unsee that now. So, okay, real quick, I say real quick, haha. Wait, let's see, which of these quests are we going to do? This one right here. So, this one I just got. I'm supposed to go reclaim an area, and they're going to build a camp there. I don't even... Why can't I make that the active quest? I obviously don't know what I'm doing. Is it marked on the map? Alright, we're going to go out to the forest. We're going to secure an area for this camp. I am in the resistance camp, and I don't know if this is going to be another quest hub. I'm not entirely sure. All of these are basically fast travel points you unlock. I don't see the little quest area when I go to these. Well, I know it's somewhere in the forest. Alright, let's go out here. Oh, right, and I think it was one of you, was it Fred that mentioned this? Said I forgot to turn down the soft porn music. That's an integral part of a JRPG, is whatever goofy music they play during the game. I tend to lose patience with that and back out of it, but so far I've just, as part and parcel of the weirdness, I'm liking the odd soft J-pop stuff. Hey, a pig. So there are a bunch of these animals. So Nier's post-apocalyptic. There are a bunch of these animals. There's these pigs and there are mooses. And I have a little special thing that I carry that means they're not freaked out by me. I've been told you can ride them, but I don't know how that works. And they don't go aggro on you. However, I found out that to upgrade something, I need beast hides. So sadly, I went and I killed a few of these little guys. I felt bad about it. I'm not going to fight them now. So there's definitely a geographical progression as you play. You start in the city, the sort of overgrown green apocalyptic city setting, then you go to the desert, and now I'm in the forest. Pickups are, it reminds me of Xenoblade Chronicles. They're just brightly lit little dots, and you go pick them up, and then it tells you what it is. You don't have to pixel hunt. You don't have to look for... like looking around the bushes over here. I'm not going to find anything. If there's anything in there, it's going to be lit up. I appreciate that. Pony Carnival showing up to vote for bloody boobs in all caps. Fred Uwe, yes, I'm super excited about this. Cold Waters is out now. They had a bit of a delay, but they just released it today. Okay, I like these little guys. So you guys probably know this, but aliens invaded the Earth and put these robots here to destroy humanity. And I'm now an android tasked with helping restore the world. Ding, by the way. Now you probably think, wow, this just looks like a lot of button mashing. No, this is very particular combat maneuvers that I've learned and I've practiced. No button mashing there. All of this, I'm very carefully controlling it. It's just like you'd see someone play, you know, Devil May Cry or Ninja Gaiden. Plus, look, I have a gun. I don't have the gun. My pod has a gun. That little floating thing there is my pod. See? See how good I am at Nier Automata? All right, good. Alex Chapman is here. Because, why am I playing Nier? All right, I'm going to tell you guys a brief little story. So this is a Dark Souls thing where you find people's bodies. You can either raid them for loot, or you can repair them and they accompany you and help you fight. But I'd rather have the loot at this point. All right, so I talked a little bit the other day about when I was in school in London. I remembered that they had this stuff called brown sauce that you put like on sausage, and that the marmalade was very different. So I just did a thing. I was getting a bunch of household items on Amazon.com, and just thought, you know, I'm gonna look for some of the brown sauce and some of the marmalade that I recall. The brown sauce was easy enough to find. It's a brand thing, so I just dropped that in my Amazon basket, and then spent a while going through reader reviews of marmalade, looking for some marmalade that wasn't just super sweet, sugary marmalade, because I remembered it being kind of bitter, like orange rindy bitter. Alex Chapman is English, and I asked him about it, and he sort of broke down basically what makes things marmalade. English people know that. So I was researching the marmalade, and do you ever get research exhaustion? Where you're reading Amazon reviews and then you're clicking on, users also bought this. And then you read the reviews for that. And then you go back to the first thing you were looking at and you were like, wait a minute, should I get this one? And then you look at a third thing and now you're reading the reviews for that. But then you forget what the second one was and you go back to remind yourself. See, there's a sleeping moose sleeping at an odd angle and he's sticking his head in the sand. So I got research exhaustion with marmalades, and eventually it was just like, I'm spending way too much time on a jar of marmalade. I've got other things to do, and I think I just went back to the first one that I had researched, and I bought that. Whoa! Okay, you rarely find whole new weapons here. You gotta equip that. Space Explorer voting for Battle Brothers. That bobble-headed tactical combat game? Hasn't that come and gone? Jay Strickland trying to make me play President-elect. Rewriting history. We had a vote for Injustice 2 up there. Maybe I can get my Harley Quinn above level 4. Maybe I should start working on my Wonder Woman in advance of seeing the movie. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, here. This is where I want to go. Right. Give myself a waypoint. No, even that is wrong. Oh. Nier, why don't you have the camera set up correctly? Just want it on the map. Well, you know what? The map, who cares about that? The rotation on the map. The rotation out here is correct, yes. So, fast forward to however long it takes to ship stuff, you know, a couple of days. And my marmalade shows up. It's a Clearwater Farms. Oh, there's fishing in this game. I'll show you guys real quick. You don't fish with a fishing pole. You fish with your pod. Look, I drop him in the water. It's like sending R2-D2 to hunt for you when you're foraging for food on Endor, in the forest moon of Endor. It's like, R2, go get me some food. So here I am fishing. All right, fast forward a few days. Get the package from Amazon. Oh, did I do it right? Nope.
Catch lost.
Let's try again. The marmalade shows up. The brown sauce is taking longer because I think it's coming actually from overseas. And much to my disappointment, it was just regular old sweet marmalade. The name of it was Clearwater Farms Bitter-Sweet Orange Marmalade. And I think they overestimated the bitter part. It was just sweet. But you know what? It's still orange marmalade. That's fine. Watch this. Look. Look what...
Success.
What? What is that? So that was a kill-a-fish, I can tell from the bottom right.
Complete.
All right, so there's fishing. I think the fish you just sell for money. I'm not quite sure what what system the fishing subgame fits into. All right, we're heading over towards this waypoint to set up a camp, which reminds me a little bit of Mass Effect Andromeda. I really like that aspect of Andromeda. It's just running around, building up your little colony settlement. Assassin's Creed 3, was that the one where you set up your homestead? I loved that part of Assassin's Creed 3. The Dark Cloud games did something very similar. Far Cry Primal. Who doesn't like building a village? So let's go set up a camp. So I got the disappointing marmalade, and I was kind of whining. Enemy is among us. Oh, yeah, look at these little formations marching through here. This is really cool. That little guy leading that guy on, not horseback, whatever, mounted, leading a bunch of robots. You can see my health in the upper right. Now, I've got chips equipped, which is kind of like how you build your character, is you slot computer chips, because I'm an android. I don't know if you can tell. I look like a hot chick, but I'm a hot chick android. Sometimes I'm fighting, and I think that I'm the little AI-controlled dude there, and I lose track, and I'm like, why isn't this working? And realize I'm looking at the wrong character. They really should dress differently. I'd like to put her in like a red business dress, dye her hair brown, put glasses on her. All right, so I got my disappointing marmalade. And on the stream that day, I just mentioned, because Alex Chapman is English, what's the deal with marmalade? Why isn't it bitter like I should expect it to be? Anyway, I get up this morning for breakfast. Oh, and it looks like the brown sauce has arrived. Sweet, finally. So I'm going to have that with my sausage. Brown sauce is like malted vinegar. It's a British thing. It's basically their version of ketchup, I'm assuming. So I bring the package in, and I'm fixing my breakfast. Let's see. I obviously have to get up here. I was a game designer. Where would I put the climbing bits? That's one thing I appreciated in Horizon. They knew that traversal climbing is nonsense. They just basically put yellow stuff there, and you wait for the animations to complete, and you're where you want to get. I liked that in Horizon. Alright, so I'm making my breakfast, and I'm like, okay, let me open the package, get this brown sauce out, have a look at it. I open the package, guess what? There's no brown sauce in there. What? Instead, it is a jar of Chive's Old English marmalade. There's no words. Okay, up here's my quest. There's nothing in the name of it to imply whether it's bitter or sweet. Okay, so I'll show you what happens. I can get this guy to help me. He, or she, whatever, it will probably die. It will not last past one combat, I bet you. Oh, I should equip my Dragon Lance. What am I doing? So how is it that Amazon is sending me a jar of marmalade? Did they screw up? Nope, there's a little note in there from Alex Chapman, who had sent me this marmalade. And sure enough, it's exactly what I wanted, Alex Chapman. It's still sweet, but it's not like just... Like marmalade to me, the regular marmalade here, it's just sugar. It's just all sugar with a little orange taste. This, it has sugar in it, but definitely not just sweet. Thank you so much. So I immediately, I was like, okay, let's try this. It's exactly what I was looking for. And I then went in and I was like, that was so cool of Alex Chapman. Whatever he picked for Request Wednesday is what I'm going to stream today. So I went and looked at the document. He had voted for Nier Automata. He'd even referenced it being the name rhyming with tomato. What? Okay, I didn't expect a boss. Hold on, I might have to drink a potion. That's my last... Okay, I don't need it. Oh, that's not a boss. It's like a mini guy. And my buddies killed him. So, Alex Chapman, even though you can still vote for this, you can change your vote for something else. I'm happy to stream it twice. I'm playing it anyway. Thank you so much for that marmalade. It was awesome. It was exactly what the American ordered. All right, so that was me setting up the area for camp. Let's see. What did they drop? So there's also crafting mats. This is a tree seed. Hey, my little repaired person lived. Offensive heal +1. Those are little chips. They're basically skills. Should I be Tom-splaining this stuff to you guys? This right here on the right is basically my memory banks. Like, each of these is a chip I have equipped. And I only have so much space. The bottom half is locked until I level up. And each of these different chips, some of which are skills, some of which improve things, some of which are interface elements. Right here, I'm using 3 memory slots to reveal fishing spots. And you can have 3 different builds set up. Unfortunately, you have to pause the game and go into this screen to swap among them, which I think is one of my main issues with the interface, because I can use the D-pad to switch my pods and to switch my weapon sets. Why can't I use the D-pad to switch my skill sets? I don't know, because reasons. Rocket Monkey says, I'm glad you didn't get him bitter marmalade, Alex. I have a feeling that's not what he really wanted. So there's even more bitter marmalade? Because it is, kind of. I mean, I like the stuff that Alex sent me because it doesn't taste just like corn syrup with orange rinds to give it a bit of flavor. But if there's something even more bitter, I'd love to try it. I'm happy with this Chives Old English marmalade for the time being, though. All right, let's see. So weapons, what, set 1? I forget which one I've been using. All right. So, here's the thing with weapons. Well, you know, this isn't like a gear-intensive game. Those chips I just showed you, that's the main analog to gear in any other RPG, is those chips. The weapons seem to have a whole different scheme going. All right, where is that dragon lance? It's obviously under a spear. Yeah, look at that. 250 to 260 points of damage. That is nothing compared. So why would I ever use it as opposed to this machine spear here? See, I don't want to use something that does less damage. You know what? Let's just equip it anyway. So, here's why. Look at this. Weapons have stories. You unlock different levels. They're little bits of text. I love that. However, using the Dragon Lance doesn't upgrade it. I have to like pay money and find crafting mats to upgrade it. So I'm not sold on this weapon system. But still, it's a new weapon. Let's equip it. So whether you put it in the first slot or second slot determines how many hits its combo is. If I put this in my light attack slot, it says combo LT3. 3 attacks is the combo. If I put it in my heavy, 2 attacks is the combo. And they're different animations. I presume different amounts of damage? I don't know. Maybe the damage is always consistent. All right, we will lead with the Dragon Lance in the light slot, and then in our heavy slot, yeah, I don't have... So I just want to use the sword that does the most damage, right? And see, this one even... Why would I... This thing's completely obsolete now when I've got this. I'm not real happy about that. Alex Chapman says, "Did you get the HP sauce?" Alex, it is. So that's what was great about your surprise is I totally thought it was the HP sauce because that is delayed. It has an estimated delivery date. It's listed as shipping on Amazon.com. An estimated delivery date of between June 2nd and July 20th. I don't know if that's an error or if really they're shipping it with some slow boat to China kind of thing. But no, I have not gotten the brown sauce yet. All right, we'll equip that in the heavy slot. All right, so here's weapon slot 2. Whoops. Yeah, look at so there's my Dragon Lance. You have 2. So the light attack is my Dragon Lance, and it's a 3 attack combo. So there's that, and then the heavy slot is that katana looking thing. See, pretty fancy, huh? Plus, I'm just really good at this game, which is why that happens. Keith Leith says HP sauce is the gateway drug for English mustard. What's English mustard? Because no joke, I love mustard. Some people like slather a sandwich in mayonnaise. Makes no sense to me. I basically do that with mustard. Mustard is so good. You know what's really good? Like for breakfast, is just a slab of ham with mustard on it, the way you would use ketchup on a hamburger. All right, something that just died, and I got loot for it. Don't know what that was. But what is English mustard? It sounds awesome. Why am I going over here? So I did my quest. Oops. Alright, so that wasn't nearly... Alright, so now to finish the quest. Tell Anemone that the enemies have been vanquished. That's fun to say. Tell Anemone that the enemies have been vanquished. An enemy that the enemies. An enemy that the enemies. An enemy that the enemies. There, it's a little vocal exercise for you. What else can I do around here? I will look at the map. But yeah, this is an open world faffing about game. All of these little red dots are things that I can go do. And again, I don't know which ones are the main story mission. What's out in the desert? Oh, I feel like I should go wrap that quest up. There's a character out in the desert named Jackass. No joke. That's her name. Jackass. Is this the village? Look at this quest. Huh? Some of the quests are like super oblique like that. There's one quest which gives you 3 areas to go to. This right here. Is this the one? This one was so frustrating. So it's the 3 areas, and you think one of the things you have to do is in each area, right? No, 2 of the areas are completely empty. It's only one of them that matters. I spent so much time running around in here looking for whatever I was supposed to find, only to eventually give up and just say, F this game, and shut it down. And was later told by my friend that, oh, yeah, that quest. No, some of the areas are just fake outs. And then here's a quest. You just look all around here for some item. All right, let's see. That's pretty much it for the forest. All right, so we're going to go back to the little teleporty thing. Wait, was this just a dead end? No, that's where I came in. So this is all new here, right? Rocket Monkey says, it says, at least we know I'm susceptible to bribes. Absolutely. Rocket Monkey says, English mustard is an extremely hot powdered mustard containing ground mustard seeds, flour, and tarmac. Left Empty accuses me of playing a 3D Stardew Valley. What? This isn't a Stardew Valley. Casey Lebedev,
the size of the
voting for
facility.
Cold Waters.
The people of the old world must have led pretty good lives. I bet it was fun to shop back when you had so many choices.
We don't need such things.
Don't be so sure about that. Once we eradicate the machine life forms, us soldiers won't have anything left to do. We'll enter a new age of peace. And when that happens, we should go shopping together. I could buy you, I don't know, a t-shirt maybe? Something that looks good on you.
A t-shirt?
What, not interested?
When that day comes, I'm all for it.
That's a promise, right?
Yep.
Aw, she's softening up. So, I'm actually enjoying the character interplay. She's like the no-nonsense, get-the-job-done, tough chick. He is the more naive, sentimental robot guy. And she wants no part of it. She refuses to call him by a nickname. And every now and then he'll learn it. This used to be a shopping mall, so that little bit of dialogue that he just said was in response to them wondering, hey, humans used to shop here. I actually didn't explore this area. Should I mess around in here? There is a red dot. Dadgummit. There is a red dot. Oh, no. Alright, so there's nothing. Yeah, huh? There's that quest, huh? Family squabble. I think, can I get through here? Yes, alright. So this was, as you might imagine, the location of a boss fight. Wait, was it in here? Yeah, I think it was. Alright, these vending machines are fast travel points. They're also save points, but you can save anywhere as long as you're not in combat. Alright, we'll just go back to the camp and tell the woman, hey, we set up that camp area. We're going to go talk to Anemone. We're going to go tell Anemone about the enemies. Yorha is the name of the androids who, let's see, they're in a space station, and every now and then they beam down to Earth, and they're trying to drive back the robots that the alien invaders installed. And here are Resistance members. Alright, where is Anemone? I believe this is her. Should I read this to you guys? You can read that. Rocket Monkey says you teleport through vending machines? Of course, Rocket Monkey. Because JRPG. Lord Kosk says the grass seems unrealistically tall. Lord Kosk, it's an apocalypse. There's no one around to mow it. Natural rubber, 5 torn books, 1 medium recovery. That's a potion. A large G Luck Plus. I think that's a chip I can install. Probably improves drop rates. Down attack up. So basically, I'm assuming it makes an attack downwards +3. A chip. Oh wait, large G Luck is not a chip. Huh. 5,000 gold and 320 XP. I'm really good at this game. This is the boss I just met. They're talking about her. Oh. Oops. Alright, so that... Oh, here's a pickup that keeps respawning. Fred Uwe, when the teleport through vending machines question was asked, says, you've obviously never been to Japan and tried out their vending machines. Left Empty is saying he suspects that Cold Waters is a dangerous thing to vote for. Why, Left Empty? Alright, so let's go do her next quest. Anemone's past. Anemone seems to... So this is actually probably a story quest. Maybe I shouldn't do this. You know what? I'm sure this is a story, like a main story quest. We're not going to do that. Let's go wrap up this thing here. So one of the things I really like... Oh, shoot. I should have looked up the name of the guy who did this game. He's got a very distinctive voice, going back to the Drakengard games. And... one of the things that is distinctive here is he's obviously got a fondness for Shakespeare and existential philosophy. This robot's name is actually Sartre, isn't it? I mean, we're calling him Jean-Paul, but I think they actually say his last name is Sartre somewhere else. And Pascal is in it. So this is a little sub-quest that's just the writer playing around with the names of existentialists. Furthermore, he's into Shakespeare. Look at this... There's an amazing boss battle earlier here that takes place on a stage where these robots who've been sent to eradicate humanity, they're weird, cute little robots, not these androids we're looking at here, but the weird little mechanical robots, are reenacting a stage production of Romeo and Juliet as they understand it. It's a brilliant little bit of storytelling. I loved that boss fight that followed. And furthermore, so that guy there, my sidekick, is 9S. My character is 2B. Does that remind you of any famous monologues? Huh. Left Empty says, the reason that could be a dangerous vote is look at the Cold War kids in the chat room. Oh, is that one of those things like in Paradox games, you get all these like weird Nazi sympathizers and white supremacists and stuff. Does that happen with Cold War games as well? Ew. I mean, no, this isn't a big enough stream where that would ever be a factor, but ew, that is gross. Oh, wait, what's on the map right in front of me? Okay, let's go see what this question mark is. And you'll note the map is festooned with red dots and places to go. Alright, let's just see what this is up here. Oh, I don't know if I can get through. So, one of the things that I at first didn't like... At first it's very confusing, but I really like what they're doing with this. Look, it's a 3D world. I move the camera around. You go into certain areas, and it changes... It hard codes the perspective. This is now a 2D game. I mean, actually, yeah, I can't move into the foreground or background. This is a 2D area in a 3D game, which is a little disorienting, but it lets them play with some really big, weird layouts and really play with this idea of larger spaces. And it frees you the luxury of having to go through a big castle and look into every corner. I mean, it frees you of the onus of having to, like, suss out every corner of a big area. You just follow along the little 2D, and they show you the scenery in the background. So look, up here... Wait, how do I move? Yeah, there, and it turns the corner. It's still 2D game. Alright, so it seems like this is the lit up. This is the... No. That was the red dot? Oh wait, I think it's probably down here. Quest, see? See how good I'm at sussing out quests? Tom MC says, I kind of miss the Soviet Union. The only real problem is so does Putin. Tom MC being a child of the Cold War like me. Alright. Let's see what this guy's quest is. Oh, whoops, I accidentally talked to my sidekick. It's not what I meant to do. That happens every now and then. He gets in the way. He thinks I'm wanting to give him instructions on how to change his combat mode. So, all this is very stylistic, but this game is full of this kind of stuff. You come up to someone, and they unload their problems on you, and you can either turn down the quest, I don't know why you would ever do that, or you can accept the quest. And the conceit is we are androids helping humanity recover the planet, so I guess we also see someone who is sulking on a bench like that, on a chair. We ask them what's wrong, and then we do what we help them. He has some packages that need transporting, but he can't get them out of storage. One of my superiors in charge of it. Alright, we gotta get some packages for transport. Why would you ever choose to reject the offer? This isn't a game like where you choose whether you're good or evil. This isn't a BioWare thing. Alright, sorting trouble. What? Oh, I'm still in a cutscene.
Marking objects likely to be the targeted packages.
I can't get them out like this.
I thought it...
Better make a path first.
I thought it was just going to be a fetch quest. What's going on here? Oh my god. Let's see. Well, first of all, and this might completely mess up the actual puzzle, but I can't very well not pick up this pick-upable thing down here. Yeah, and this is just another example of how... Oh, can I pull things too? Oh, shoot. Really? I can't pull it? It's just changing the game's perspective in weird ways. Alright, let's see. Actually, look. Yeah, okay, this isn't too hard of a puzzle. Even I can solve this one. I don't know what 9S is doing in the bottom corner of the screen there. I'm not sure I want to know. Left empty with a little smiley emoticon says this is Nier Automata at its best.
Okay, that should be all of the packages.
The thing is, though, it was so... Like, I really thought it was going to be a fetch quest. Go to point A, pick up the waypoint, you know, trigger the script, and then come back and turn the quest in. And no, it's just this weird little playful puzzle that's changing the perspective around. I presume that's all there is to it. So why is my pod... Oh, right, so I could stay in here and hunt around for more treasure if I wanted, but no, we're going to go outside. JC Lebedev says, I want this game, it looks amusing. JC Lebedev, that is a lot of it. It's just like, okay, what weird, funny thing is it going to do next? And as I mentioned earlier, it's the perfect antidote to games that are familiar, like Horizon Zero Dawn. Everything is so unpredictable and weird and wacky, and it has this distinctive voice. You went and found anything talk about a lightsaber. You really need to organize your story here. Oh, yeah, 9S reprimanding him, because 9S, of course, is the fastidious, naive young rookie who probably keeps a neat work area himself. All right, what do we get? Evade range up, a nice chip, rusted clump, a potion, a skills. So I want to say salve, but I know that's not right. It's just salve. It's a wasted L. A skill salve, 3,000 gold and 350 XP. What's gold used for? Is it useless? No, really. Money is. Should I show you guys? I don't know. Let's go Tom-splain money. Money is used. You can buy stuff with it, but I think it's mainly used to fuse chips, to get similar chips and turn them into more powerful versions of themselves, which is part of the character progression. And there's a Dark Souls thing in this too, where if you die, the chips that you have equipped are in your body. You have to do a corpse run. And if you die doing that corpse run, you lose all of your chips. You lose them. They're gone. All that money you spent, it's just gone, period. Now, new chips are plentiful, but if you spent a bunch of money upgrading your chips, which I have, and you lose it, like that's a painful death penalty. All right, so what quest now? Oh yeah, we're gonna go do this. All right. Jean-Paul's melancholy. A woman in Pascal's village explains that Jean-Paul's. Find the two fans in the desert. Okay. So I presume that they are labeled. I thought I'd been all over the place in the desert. It's not the desert. The desert is, where is the dang desert? There's no compass rose on this, which, because I know there are references to west of this, south of that, northeast of there. What? Don't tell me that unless I have a compass. I can't even find the desert. This. Okay, this looks like a desert. Where is fans out in the desert? Is this not labeled? Was I reading that quest wrong? A woman in the village explained that Jean-Paul has additional followers. Oh, in the amusement park as well. All right, I have to find the one in the amusement park, I'm guessing. That's what I get for not reading quest text. The amusement park. Oh, the amusement park is a great level. You guys will get to see that. Let's see. The amusement park is... I don't even remember the stupid amusement park. You know, I don't even have to remember because look what I can do. Park Ruins, Attraction Square. Let's go. Is that right? Yeah. Wait, is that what I want? Yeah, that's got to be it. Left Empty says only Japan can put Jean-Paul Sartre in Blaise Pascal's village. You got about 10 more minutes. Actually, probably more considering how I tend to lag. But technically, you got about 10 more minutes to vote for Request Wednesday.
She wants intel on A2, does she? Where should we start?
We could check out the energy reactions generated during battles. The fusion reactors of androids and machine life forms shut down when they're destroyed. And we can detect the energy release during that process.
Of course.
We're the only units doing any combat missions in this area, right? So if we detect any stray energy reactions, it probably means A2 is involved. Yeah, okay. We've got some readings around the abandoned factory. I'll put it on the map.
Perfect. So basically, we just reversed polarity on the flux capacitor. And that gave us our next mission location. for the story missions. All right, so in here there's a fan, of one of Jean-Paul's fans. Is it this thing here, I bet? Yes. So we just walk up to it. The Romeo and Juliet production. Oh, well, I've obviously gone the wrong way. I don't need to talk to those guys anymore. Was the culmination of this amusement park area. Oh, shoot. Did I spawn on the wrong side of this? Sorry, I can't very well not... Oh, I thought that was a pick-upable. Oh, no, I just took a wrong turn in the alley. Here's where I want to go. So, right back there... No, where is it? Oh, you'll see it out here. There's the amusement. Nope. There is the amusement park. And that's where the awesome boss fight in the Romeo and Juliet production was. Alright, Machine with a Dream. Let's talk to her. So that's existentialist for you. Things are bleak, they're happy with it. So what is it now saying about that quest? Find the two fans, give their presents to Jean-Paul. Alright. I mean, we're done, right? I guess at some point it'll update. Alright, next on the list, Family Squabble. Oh, this was terrible. It was an escort quest that I was just kind of half doing, thinking, you know, I'm not going to be able to... I've screwed it up this time, I'm just going to play it out, and then it'll respawn, and I'll go redo it. The little robot I was escorting got killed, and now here's the quest. I have to go tell its mother that it died. It didn't just respawn back at its point, so I could escort it again. What kind of escort quest doesn't let me try it over and over and over? What were they thinking? Alright, so let's find that guy. Why is that my current destination? It was out in the ruins somewhere. It's one of these dots. Oh, that's it, right? Wasn't it Family Squabble? And let's see, there's that. So city ruins near the tower. That's where we want to teleport to. Actually, we can just walk out. There's cool stuff to see here. There's a body. I can't very well not loot it. Tom MC says, if this game is invoking Sart, it should be a game where you're desperate to leave at the end, but can you bring yourself to actually do it? Crafting materials. Oh, shoot, this is the exit. What? You can only fast travel from fast travel points. Oh, yeah, you know what? This is kind of unnecessary, but oh well, whatever. Yep, sewers. Don't see that very often. Oh, I could have fished. See? Fishing in the sewers. That's gross. What kind of fish are you going to get in the sewers? These are just these little pick-upable things I probably shouldn't mess with, but there's probably, let me guess, iron ore crystal. It's just crafting materials that you use to upgrade your weapons. Where's the exit from the sewer? This looks like it, but I have to pick up this. Let me guess, crystal. No, copper ore. Probably have millions of pieces of copper ore. Chris Parkinson wants to know how many times I've had to tell a mom her child won't be coming home. It's not something I enjoy in a video game. It's going to be so sad. Family Squad, is this it? Alright, this is going to be sad. Oh, no, this is another escort quest. Wait, what? So I think this is an escort quest that does respawn, which made me think, oh yeah, well, the one where you're escorting the little kid. All right, here we go, a parade. We have to keep it alive. We'll go tell the grieving mother that I got her son killed later on. Left MP says that was a creepy way to climb a ladder. Okay, there are some weird animations in here, I'll grant you that. Oh, geez, level 35. Alright, I don't think this is going to go well. The thing is, I don't know that I'm drawing aggro well enough. And they're shooting those killer orbs at my parade. Quit attacking my parade, jerks. Oh my god, look at my health. Shoot, the parade isn't an issue. Medium. No. Oh, wait, medium recovery. There. Okay, I ate a health potion. Again, not button mashing. This is very particular fighting. Lots of experience put into this. I've practiced a lot of serious muscle memory. God, the parade is moving on without me. Story of my life.
Alert.
Slow up, parade. Oh my god, you guys are just gonna get killed. Oh, great. It's really dirty pool when you can fly and you run away from me when I'm trying to fight you. Oh, what a sad parade this has become. Alright. Hopefully no more attackers, because, oh, good lord. Alright, let me use my little bot attack. Alright, I hope 9S is, doing his part to draw aggro. Shoot a monkey. You know, I wonder if there are chips to help you draw aggro. I don't think there are. I haven't seen anything. Oh, wait, what? Come on. Oh, that's embarrassing. So now someone playing, because you're online when you play video games these days, will... Heavy Solo asks if I can heal the parade. I don't think so. Actually, I'm almost positive you can't. There's nothing I've seen that would suggest you could. So now... my body is on the ground for other people playing at this location, and they can loot it for chips, or they can resurrect me, and then I work as a bot helping them fight. And this little message up here is what they read. You'll note I was ignoring this before. When they find my body, and it does this weird thing where I can create weird poetry out of these. It's sort of like modular poetry. I'm just going to randomly make a poem here. All right, a ruthless android heard the screams of crazed androids there. Yep, that's my poem. That's my epitaph. All right, well, now I got to go get my dead body because all my chips are in it that I paid to upgrade. Nuclear Winter UK says that mission is very difficult until later. Yeah, I can sort of tell because the dudes are level 35 and I'm only level 20. But everybody loves a parade.
Requested mission failed.
Yeah, rub it in, why don't you? Well, at least I can try it over and over again. Wait, why did I spawn here? Oh, well, there's something to pick up. Alright, I gotta go get my body. Where was my body? It's not in the forest. I know that for sure. To be perfectly honest, I have not had to do a lot of dead body runs, corpse runs in this game. Is that it? Oh, no, that's here. There. No. Oh, shoot. Can I not find... There's got to be a marker for my dead body somewhere. There. All right, let's spawn at the... Oh, resistance camp. Right outside the resistance camp. Oh, that's a great place to die. I haven't died a lot in this game. Partly because I'm really good at it. Bunker is my space station, where you go and you talk to your commander, and I think there's a couple of vendors up there who have unique items. Keith Lee wonders if you can get robbed. No, Keith, so if somebody finds my online body, they just get treasure that is, I think, randomly generated. They're not going to take anything away from stuff that I've dropped. It's not like that. Because that would suck. Alright, here we go. Operation Corpse Run in effect. Come with me, 9S. Here's my body right over here. I think there's little pigs out here. Oh no, those aren't pigs. This is a friendly robot. So here's the little robots. It does not seem very friendly. Let's go get my body. He's super low level, but just in case. Why would I repair? If I retrieve, I'm getting my stuff back, right? And there's the poem I wrote. Yeah, okay, so it's asking if I want to. Because right now, my little chip slot, I think is just completely empty. Or it uses one of my backup collections, I guess. There. So now I'm completely restored. I've done my corpse run. Not even worth fighting this little low-level guys. Alright, let's go find that poor dude's mother. Oh, here's some kind of marker up here. What is this? You see the little red... Oh, shoot. So apparently at the base of this waterfall... Let's go see what it is. I think you can fall in this game... Well, actually, it doesn't matter because I can ride my robot down. I was going to say, I think you can fall as far as you want and not get hurt. I'm not sure I've been down here before. Okay, so far, it's pretty linear. Oh, shoot, sorry, I didn't mean to talk to him. You know what this reminds me of? Isn't there in both Jedi Knight and what was that Western shooter that LucasArts did way back when? It was a super early first-person shooter. And certainly one of the Jedi Knights had this like water slide level area. This is kind of like a water slide, but with sewage. I don't know, should we be going all the way down here? I mean, obviously there's something at the end. Maybe it's just a shortcut. Or maybe it's just leading me to this. A pearl! I'll take that. It's a dead end, right? Is this also a dead end? Yeah. Oh, no, no. Oh, it's just a shortcut to somewhere. I've been here, haven't I? Oh, no, I haven't. See that over there? That's a new fast travel point. I just found a new area, and you guys were here to do it with me. Exploration for the win. Can't believe I just said for the win out loud. Can we rewind and erase that? Check it out. New fast travel point. Lord King of South Carolina says, I get a Darksiders vibe from this game. That's not a bad comparison. Outlaws. Marketson, once again, you're the man. Yes, absolutely Outlaws. Lord Kosk, yes, it is kind of like a weird Japanese-ish Darksiders, but with a post-apocalypse and not quite so much like weird metaphysical hell stuff. Okay, wait. It's showing me cool new stuff. Oh, man. A flooded city. That's awesome. And I found a rusted clump. And this dead body. Raven Yeob. So I think that's... Is that one of the Steam account name? I don't know. An earth-loving android gave it all during a pointless battle. Hey, that's a nice poem. Obviously, we're going to retrieve... Alright, oh, so what I was going to say before, I've done very few corpse runs, because I've died very few times. And here's a little thing going on with this game. I'm going to rant briefly, and then we're going to go to Request Wednesday. Oh, God, look at how terrible my fishing encyclopedia is doing. And I haven't read the backstory on my fish, killifish. Small, roughly an inch long. Right, that's the tiny little thing I found. Oh, it ends up getting tangled inside the machine. Okay. Yep, here I am reading flavor text. So I think the killifish, you just sell it. Oh, weapon stories. I want more weapon stories. Oh, look, the weapons have artwork. Look how cool that is. I love the aesthetic of this game. All right, let me rail real quickly. Okay, so check this out. I haven't died many times. I've died a couple of times. I'm not really optimizing the weapons that much. I'm just kind of mucking around. And there is a fair bit of button mashing in the combat. There's a dodge button, so if you watch the enemy animations, sometimes you can evade their attacks. As you set up these chips, you can set up specific kinds of character builds, and I've mucked around with that a little bit. Look at this. I can change this apparently at any point. Now, I just started at normal. Easy, I actually appreciate this. There's a gameplay mechanic. It's kind of like Bayonetta does this, Vanquish does this. If you drop the difficulty to a certain level, it automates parts of the game that are normally skill-based. And there are certain chips here that take over gameplay bits for you. And you can only equip them if you're playing on easy. What's to stop me from just dropping down to easy and just cruising through the game and and just completely missing out on entire gameplay systems? Nothing, apparently. And what's to encourage me to going up and doing this where I can't use lock-on and I will die in one hit? Again, nothing, apparently. I don't get extra XP, I'm not finding better drops. I don't think it's that kind of game. So, and let's see, if I try to change it. Yeah, it doesn't even, okay. So, sometimes, this I don't require much. Even if there was just an achievement, that would be enough for me to think, okay, that's the reason you play one of these. If I'm changing the difficulty level, shouldn't it warn me if it's invalidating an achievement? And furthermore, come with me over here. I actually don't know for sure if there's an achievement for difficulty, because there's not one listed, but here are 24 hidden ones. If there's an achievement for difficulty, I need to know that before I change the difficulty level. Like, you need to start a playthrough thinking, okay, I'm getting this achievement. So I think, once again, this is one of those games that I am irked that the developers have opted out of the job of tuning their frickin' gameplay, or at least incentivizing me to muck around with the fun-frustration ratio. So, all right, minor rant. There we go. You know what time it is now. It's time for Request Wednesday. If you have a vote, type into the chat channel I vote for and the name of the game. Hazy Silhouette suggests that Tokyo Jungle probably has great sewers. That's the game where you're like a chihuahua in post-apocalyptic Tokyo, right? I've never played that, but it's one that I've heard a lot about. Keith Leith says Guild Wars Factions had some excellent Asian sewer levels. Okay, come to my desktop. Here is the list for Request Wednesday. Scroll up, make sure you can see it. I'll do some editorial comment in a moment. Here is randomresult.com, the universally recognized arbiter of free and fair elections and lottery selections everywhere. What else do I need to bring up? Oh, right. We need our impartial third-party observer. Here is Ashley Parker from the Washington Post, making sure everything is free and fair and not rigged. All right, the new Brigador update. Whoops, this is me messing up. The new Brigador update. I didn't remember Brigador being so controller-friendly. I recall messing around with it with a controller before, and I think that's part of what they've been doing. I jumped back in and sort of got tangled up with the mouse and keyboard. Thought, okay, let me have a look at the controller support. And I think I'm attached to the controller support now. And they've also sort of rebalanced like how you unlock stuff and work your way through story missions. So we're going to give Brigador 2 pluses. Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. Yeah, crazy full motion video silliness. I think with some Lovecraftian things. Cold Waters, yeah, 2 pluses. Northgard, John Roberto, really? Ew. Although maybe they've done some updates to it. When I first played it, it looked like a sort of half-assed Settlers clone. Bayonetta, Richard Fogey, the Sarah Palin documentary / video game. Tony Tusha, I don't know what to think of that. I haven't played with that in a long time, and it was on a console when I did. Seems like a step back, but it was a good game. So Dead Cells early access, but one I'm looking forward to trying. So I love Eugen, but what little I've seen of this, just booting up a skirmish, sort of seeing how crappy the campaign was, I'd kind of almost rather go back to their Cold War stuff. It seems like a little bit of a step back to just go back to their World War II motif without the cool card game dirty trick mechanics that were in Ruse, which was originally World War II. So I don't like what I've seen of this so far. I'm happy to stream it, by the way, but so far I'm like, eh. Unfortunately, I hit a brick wall in this, Richard Holt. Love the look of it, but also this game is so punishing. Oh my God, it just kicks me in the nuts every time I try to play it. What? Deep Space Waifu? Is that a real thing? I think that's a troll vote. Cold Water, yeah, good. Oh, look at Space Rumsfeld. Oops. Well, you know what? We'll leave equals there. Cold Waters again. Injustice 2. Time to get my, yeah, definitely. We'll put an asterisk here. Battle Brother. Why Battle Brother Space Explorer? Do they have new content? Or have you just been playing it? Or, President-elect. Oh, so painful. Off-World Trading Company, the Jupiter stuff. We'll give that a plus. All right. Oxygen not included. Also early access, but, you know, anything Clay is doing, I'm looking forward to seeing. All right. There are my pointless editorial observations on the votes. Here we go. Let's call up Request Wednesday. Make sure that no votes. Thank you again so much, Chris Marketson, for tracking all this for me. Left Empty saying one of the negative opinions on Steam about Cold Waters complains because there's too many keyboard shortcuts. There we go. That's what I have to say about that. Okay. Richard Fogey says beer is fantastic. Like Jessica, what beer? Oh, Nier. I didn't know if that was a typo for Jessica Biel, or if you guys had been talking about a movie up there. Okay, here we go. Number between 1 and 27 for Request Wednesday. Randomresult.com. Sorry to keep Ashley Parker waiting for so long. Okay, number between 1 and 27. Make sure it's distinct. We don't want to double up. On Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, I'll be live streaming a game called The Cold Waters, which had a roughly 973% chance of being chosen anyway. So there you go. Thank you guys so much for voting. I always love to see what and why you're picking things. I'm still mystified at this and this. I mean, I understand this one. I understand the like new things that have come out. That's not a real thing, is it, Corky? Deep Space Waifu. Isn't Waifu just a name for little kid anime characters? Probably. Oh God, is that a visual novel? Yikes! All right, I'm gonna go check that out later. All right, so come on back Wednesday. We will take a look at Cold Waters from the folks at Killerfish who did Atlantic Fleet. Jay Strickland says, President-elect is the Regnant Election Simulator. Regnant meaning king election? Wait, what? There is a Steam page for Deep Space Waifu. It is a real thing, Corky insists. Space Explorer says, Steam says Battle Brothers released March 2017. It was in early access forever, Space Explorer. I mean, that's part of why I think of it as old. It was early access. It was one of those things that was early access long enough to basically be, like, people played it for a long time before it officially came out. Waifu is Japanese for wife, which refers to characters you can have sexual intercourse with, which often are little kids. Oh my God, I feel dirty for having read that. Jay Strickland, regnant means currently having the greatest influence. Oh, okay. I'm thinking of regent. Regent and regnant are different words. Oh, Ashley Parker, thank you so much for helping. You can now go back to whatever awesome work you're doing at the Washington Post covering Donald Trump. Yeah, okay, so I've learned what waifu and regnant mean. Good to know. So President-elect Jay Strickland says currently is the regnant election simulator. Not the Stardock things, Jay Strickland? Or are those two kind of like whimsical for you? To be fair, I have not played an election simulator in a very long time. Corky says waifu has been taken over by the weeaboos to mean someone's imaginary wife, usually from an anime. Yikes. All right. What's an imaginary wife? Yeah, I actually don't answer that. Huh. All right. This has been very educational for me. Jay Strickland says President Infinity is more in-depth, but he prefers the DOS-era game. So is that what President-elect is? One of those DOS-era things? I've probably played it then. Yeah, I'm not going to Google weeaboo. Isn't weeaboo the same as furry? Like weeaboo is Japanese for furry, right? Yeah, I don't know these things. I'm not sure I should. All right, thank you guys for watching the Nier live stream. Come on back Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific for some cold waters. And then Friday, who knows what? I don't know if I'll be able to resist spending time with Brigador. So maybe some Brigador. So funny, true story. I live streamed Brigador, gosh, a year ago, whenever it first came out. Brigador has great music. And I was playing the music during the live stream. Only yesterday did that live stream video get hit with a copyright infringement claim on YouTube from the music. Like a lot of times, if you play music, it's probably going to happen with this, it gets hit with a copyright infringement like that. Like there's some magical robot on YouTube that looks out for those things. It took them a year to slap the copyright infringement on the music for Brigador. So, slow but thorough, it seems. Metabaron says, weeaboo is a non-Japanese person obsessed with Japan and behaves in a stereotypically Japanese manner. Huh. I thought there was another word for that. All right. Otaku. Is that the word I was thinking of? Good to know. Now I won't embarrass myself at a party. Well, more than usual. All right, thanks for watching. See you guys Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific. Hope everyone's having a great week. I'm on Twitter at QT3. Appreciate the thumbs up for this. Appreciate the subscriptions. Even appreciate the one guy who steadfastly gives me the thumbs down. It's nice of you to drop by every time. Check out my Patreon campaign at patreon.com/TomChick and things I write. They're at quarterto3.com. I'll see you guys around. Cheers.